Composting plant.
The biggest challenge that I think we are facing in terms of circularity and circular economy approaches really have to do with regulatory framework and the legislation that is behind this area. And that is mostly because there are new principles that have been adopted by the European Union and by the different countries, but that have not evolved into making the required legislative changes that allow companies to operate in an adequate circular economy model.
Biggest challenge for us in working on circularity is to go beyond the first inner circle of organizations who are willing to work together on circular economy, but to keep this group growing and to attract new companies, new businesses also to want to work together. That's a regional thing for us to overcome. And the other challenges we face are also that we are also reliant of what's happening on a national and a European level in terms of legislation, favorable policy.
The biggest pain was the interaction with the high levels of the administrations that at the end have been very proactive themselves, but only at the end of the journey, unfortunately.
If we were mentoring a new region trying to start a project like this, I would say that the first thing to assure would be political support. Political support from the decision makers, either national government or regional government, but that is paramount to making the necessary changes to implement more circular approaches.
The most important golden rule is that you start bottom up, especially with the enterprises, the companies that really want to make investments, that have the energy, that are willing to do the investments and to start working on the circular economy. And the second rule is also to tell the story, also in a very positive way. So I think we need to pay much more effort to storytelling, to marketing and communication on a regional level, national level and a European level.
If I had to share a golden rule, it would be this: make the people, the citizens, partners, not just stakeholders. When they feel ownership, the circular economy moves from being a policy to becoming a shared local practice.
If my region history in the context of the circular economy were a movie, this would be the title Uphill but Together, because the topic of the circular economy, especially in the context of waste, is very difficult.
Well, it should be a happy movie, of course, because we're working on also fun things and important things. And probably our title would be Further and Go Further, because that is the tagline we like to use in our region as well.
I hope that after 10 years, circular economy will be something normal for school, for municipalities, for business, and especially for our home.
I hope that the FRONTSH1P legacy in Central Greece and Latvia is that circularity has become the default and not just the exception. Waste streams like the packaging and the bio-waste will be no longer treated as problems, but as resources for fuel, energy, compost and new products.
Well, I would like FRONTSH1P municipality in 2035 to be recognized as a region that genuinely reduces waste and gives it a second life. And our ambition is for these practices to continue after the project ends and for the future generations to see them as a normal part of their lifestyle.